Hydration is a term used to describe your body's ability to manage water. Hydration is the dependent on cellular uptake of water, not simply whole body intake of water. Our bodies sweat to cool us down, particularly when we are enduring physical activity or in a hot environment. If a person physically exercises at an intensive level on a hot day, they can produce up to 10 litres of sweat. The healthy intake for an adult male is roughly 3 litres. This is the total consumption of fluids for every day. As for women, the healthy daily intake sits at around 2.2 litres for their total beverage intake. When you are dehydrated or even semi-dehydrated, you will run out of energy in half the time that you would normally be tired. If you are hydrated, it lessens your chance of getting kidney stones, decreases the severity of colds, and will keep your joints lubricated. The body loses 1% of the body's fluid. This will lead to a reduction in sports performance and the ability to control your temperature levels. Your body will then pretty much lose the ability to perform, and you may start to have lack of concentration, headache, and sleepiness. Hyponatremia is defined as being a loss in water from the skin, urine, or from the gastrointestinal tract. If you then lose too much fluid, the plasma sodium level will begin to rise, and this can result in massive salt ingestion. Durando was coming first as he entered the stadium. He went the wrong way, and after the umpires redirected him, he fell numerous times before getting helped across the line. This was all due to fatigue and pretty bad dehydration. Although he did not get the gold medal because he got outside aid, the Queen presented him with a silver cup to signify his finishing. Gabrielle Anderson-Sheese, despite enduring severe dehydration, went on to finish and win the 1984 Olympics. This female runner was only able to continue because the umpires noticed that she was still sweating, which means that she had not yet reached the critical stage of heat stroke, which is immediately life-threatening. The climate affects the amount of fluid we need to take in because it also determines how much we lose. If it is a hot day, we will perspire a lot more, and in that case, we will lose more fluids that we need to replenish. Although on a cooler day, there will be less fluids to replace because we will not be sweating as much. Some of the implications include the environment and at what intensity they train at. If the athlete trains too hard on a hot day, they will lose significant amount of body fluids, and they have to drink excessive amount to regain the fluid lost. They also need to take into consideration their physical build, body size, and fitness levels. These all play a role in how much we sweat during physical activity. That was a list that shows the good alternatives to water. Yes, they are very beneficial, but only if you are enduring in more than 1 hour's worth of physical activity. Sports drinks will rehydrate our body faster than water does and will help to recover muscle power sooner than water. Some of the positives include when athletes have been enduring in physical activity. This drink will replenish the vitamins and nutrients. People like to drink things other than water when exercising. Sports drinks are the next best thing. These drinks are loaded with carbohydrate, which sends carbohydrates into the body faster than water, and it is important to keep carbohydrate levels up. These drinks also have protein in them, which help an athlete to compete to the best of their ability for a longer period of time. The acidity of sports drinks can eventually lead to losing your teeth. Because the athlete is exercising and is taking in these fluids, it can be assumed that they have no saliva, which usually wipes away the fluids that cling to the surface of your teeth. The excessive amounts of sugar in these popular sports drinks can lead to diabetes, high blood pressure, and gain in weight. Many of these drinks also include caffeine, sometimes as much as a cup of coffee, and caffeine attacks the nervous system. Also, caffeine can cause sleepiness, restlessness, and dizziness. All the big name sports drinks like Powerade, Gatorade, and Staminade have close to the same contents because they are all sports drinks. But Gatorade seemed to have nailed it with the flavours, which is why we buy sports drinks in the first place. Because of the taste and the advertising, the best sports drink is Gatorade.